Welcome back to the Blueface and Chrisean Crazy in Love After Show. I'm so happy you're here. Class is officially in session. If you're new here and you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you never miss a beat, okay? Also, make sure you support the channel by clicking that thumbs up button, like the channel. You can also donate by supporting. I will put in the description box below where I'll put some information there how you can donate, all the different payment applications that you can use, all that good stuff. Also, last but not least, join the conversation. I want to hear from you on what you thought of this episode. Granted, we're a little late. I'm a little late, let me say that. If you have not watched my Jocelyn's Cabaret Season 4, Episode 4 recap after show, I talked a little bit about why I was late. I was in Atlanta. If you haven't seen that, I went to Atlanta. I was there for a concert. I was gone for the weekend, so I didn't get to film on Sunday. And I've been busy with work all week, so I'm just now getting to do the Blueface and Chrisean after show. But better late than never, right? And I'm glad that you're here with me. I'm glad that you're here with me so we can discuss it all and talk about it because, baby, this was a wild one. This episode was wild. Now, even though we only got 2 scenes, did y'all notice that? This whole episode, there were 2 scenes. The lie detector test scene and them in the car going home from the lie detector test. Well, we saw them in the kitchen too, but nevertheless, there was stretched out, prolonged scenes, and I'm just like, oh my God. But there was a lot of information, a lot of things happening within those scenes, a lot of things that were said that I'm questioning, and I'm over here like, did he really just say that? Did he really just say that to her? Did she really just fail the lie detector test for that? And you know I got all the quotes. I got all the goods that happened in that episode. So if you did not watch the episode or it's too triggering for you, I got you covered, okay? Let's get started. Okay, so Blueface and Chrisean, they're still doing this lie detector test. And Chrisean is failing a lot of these questions. And I'm not going to lie, I was expecting her, no pun intended, I'm not going to lie. I was expecting her to pass the lie detector test. I didn't think she was lying to him, but it looks, if this lie detector test is accurate, she looks really bad in this episode, okay? She looks really bad. So, let's go through, I'm going to go through some of the questions that Blueface and the lie detector examiner asked Chrisean, and then I'm going to tell y'all what her answer was and whether or not it was a lie, okay? So, first question he asked her was, does she be fucking? Now, I'm just giving y'all quote for quote, word for word. This ain't my... I'm not summing up what they say. I'm not using my own words. This is what they're saying, right? So he asked, does she be fucking? She said no. She passed. The lie detector test determined that was the truth. Okay. He asked her, have you ever been in a threesome? She says no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Okay, we're going to do it the old Maury Povich way. Y'all know Maury. We're going to do it the old Maury way. The lie detector test determined you were telling a damn lie, okay? Blueface asked her, have you ever been flipped by 2 dudes? Now, for those who may not know what that means, I was going to say like having a train ran on you, but I consider a train being more than 2 men, I guess. Being flipped by 2 dudes would pretty much be Chrisean getting banged by one man, and then there being another man in the room, and then him banging her right after. Pretty much like a tag team. Like, tag, you're it. Throw her legs back. Hit it, you know. So he asked her, have you ever been flipped by 2 dudes? She says no. The lie detector test determined that she was telling the truth. Okay. He asked, did you have a threesome with DJ Sky? DJ Sky, Chrisean, Blueface, of all the females out there, DJ Sky? She says no. The lie detector test determined she's telling the truth. Okay. He asked her, 2 months before your pregnancy, Was Blue the only man you was sexually active with? She says no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. So, 2 months before her pregnancy, she was fucking other men, according to this lie detector test. Now, let's talk about it for a minute. The lie detector examiner, the guy that's administering the test, did say if she moves a lot or laughs or anything like that, that it can alter the test. And there was a lot of movement and laughter, and Chrisean, acting nervous and fidgety and weird and just stupid, just being dumb and childish, being Chrisean. And so that could have played with the test. And if you think about it, lie detector tests are not, they don't hold up in court. Meaning, if you go to trial for murder and you're trying to prove that you didn't do it or whatever, a lie detector test is not going to work. They're not going to use that in court because there are these loopholes. There are these gray areas to where if you move too much, that it'll give you a false reading, or if you're sweating too much, whatever. There's different things when it comes to a lie detector test that can mess with it, if you know what I'm saying. Now, Blue asked her, or the minister asked Chrisean, are you going to put Blue on child support? She says no. The lie detector test determines it was a lie. So they ask again, will you be asking for child support? She says no again. The lie detector test again determined it was a lie. So Chrisean has got a plan, ladies and gentlemen. Chrisean has got a plan that she's going to be putting in motion, which is, when I leave this motherfucker, he going to be paying. The next question is that Blue's baby? She says yes. The lie detector determined she was telling the truth. Okay? Which they end up saying can be opinions. And when I say that, the guy who's giving the test, he's pretty much saying that just because the lie detector is saying that Chrisean is telling the truth, that doesn't necessarily mean that the baby isn't his. Chrisean could think that the baby is his, and she's passing that way because she's not lying. She does think that it's his, but does she know for sure? I don't know. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that Blueface's baby? Do y'all think Chrisean's baby? Do y'all think that Blueface is the father of Chrisean's unborn child? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to know what everybody thinks about this. Okay. He asked her, in the month before you got pregnant, had you done anything sexual? Or in the month before you got pregnant, have you done anything sexual with anyone other than Blue? She says no. The lie detector test determined she was telling a lie. So, the month that the baby was conceived by Blueface, allegedly, she was fucking somebody else. So, is the baby his? I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger. In the month before you got pregnant, had you done anything sexual with anyone other than Blue? She says no. The lie detector test determined she was telling a lie. Now I kind of see why Blueface has been on her ass this entire time about, is this baby mine? Because if you know, the first few episodes was a non-stop campaign of Blueface saying, is this baby mine? You've been cheating on me. I don't believe it's mine. Now, do I think he's perfect? No. I think he's been fucking too, because he admitted it in this episode. He says, I've been fucking. The only difference between me and you is I don't lie about it. So, maybe he's got reason to believe. Maybe he's found text messages. Maybe he's found evidence. Or it could be his guilty conscience, knowing that he's been fucking. So he knows, if I've been cheating on her and I've been fucking, I know she's been out there cheating and fucking around on me. You know what I'm saying? You've never been in one of those relationships where the person you with is cheating on you and you know you ain't doing nothing, but they're accusing you of doing it because of their guilty conscience is eating them alive. Yeah, I was thinking maybe it's one of these scenarios, but hell, no, they both cheating in this situation. They both cheating. He asked her, have you ever done anything with more than one person at a time? She says no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Which I don't understand why you would lie about that. I mean, if you had a threesome, you had a threesome. It's not like he said, have you ever done anything with more than one person at a time while in a relationship with me? He was just asking in general. I mean, hell, what's wrong with the threesome? I've had one. I ain't gonna lie. What is that a bad thing? Blue says when he finds out that she's lying about the threesome, he says, you a freaky motherfucker. And come on, Blue, you know you be in them threesomes too. You and two other women, you, a woman and a man, you and two other men, allegedly. You and two little people, Blue. Where we at here? Okay, next question. In the month or two before you got pregnant, had you done something with another guy besides Blue? She says no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Now, the interesting thing about that one is the question, a couple questions before, he asked, in the month that you got pregnant, had you done anything sexual with anybody else other than Blue? She said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Then he asked, in the month or two before you got pregnant, had you done something with another guy besides Blue? She says no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. So if this lie detector test is accurate, Chrisean has been cheating the month she was fucking other men the month she got pregnant, the month before she got pregnant, the month before that. Hell, she probably fucking right now, fucking around on him right now. But that's what y'all get when y'all are in these toxic ass relationships. Y'all are in these toxic ass relationships where each other cheats on one another, and then you got this constant paranoia and this constant feeling of fear because you worry about who they fucking and why they fucking them and where they fucking them and all this extra bullshit that ain't nobody got time for. Just be loyal or don't be in a relationship. I've never understood it, okay? I'll be real right up here with y'all. I've never cheated on someone. Well, I'll take that back. I cheated one time, and I only did it to get back because the person was cheating on me, and it made me feel better to feel like, let me go cheat on you so you can know how it feels. Now, that doesn't make anything better. Two wrongs don't make a right. But I say that to say I've never cheated because when I get in a relationship, I take it serious. I can't lay my head down at night knowing that I've just put my dick in someone else or had someone else inside of me. And then I'm going and laying down next to the person that I say that I love every night. That's some wicked, crazy, evil shit. Just be single. It's very simple. Did you know that when you are single, you can fuck whoever you want without any repercussions or without anyone wondering where, when, how, why, and who? I mean, can I get an amen? Maybe Blueface's intuition has been right all along. One of the things I noted in my notes that I noticed on the show, because y'all know I love to give Blueface hell when it comes to his undercover brother personality, because he's so obsessed with whether his son is gay or not. But I noticed in this scene, one of these scenes, like how Blueface was sagging, which is very normal in the rap culture. Rappers, they sag. Dudes, they sag. Their pants sagging. Ass cheeks hanging out, plump. Well, his ass ain't plump. He ain't really got no booty. But you can see his ass cheeks as he's in the lie detector office, just hanging out. And I just had to note, like, I don't really understand it. Why? Like, I think if straight men realize, like, when y'all go out like that with your pants sagging and your ass cheeks hanging out, y'all do realize that not only men, but men and women be looking at y'all's booties, right? Like, y'all know what there's also a history of where sagging came from. I don't know if y'all ever heard about that. That's a whole other video about how sagging came from prison. Allegedly, men would sag to let them know that they down with the thing. They down with the down, if you know what I'm saying. They down with the bust the pussy open. But my thing is, no, like, for real, like, I don't really sag my pants, but say if I see a dude out that I think is cute and I think he might be gay, I might sag a little bit because I want him to see these cheeks. I want you to see what I'm working with, you know? Which ain't a lot, by the way. But I say that to say, like, to me, sagging is a gay thing. I don't see why straight men do it, okay? You're advertising your ass, whether you realize it or not. Men are looking at it, whether you realize it or not. Some of the women are looking at it, whether you realize it or not. And a large population thinks it's trashy, nasty, and tacky that your ass is hanging out with your duty-stained boxers hanging out the back. Okay? Anyway, that's a whole other video. I didn't mean to get off on the sagging road there, but anybody else feel me on that? Now, Blueface and Chrisean, they're arguing over the fact that she allegedly had this threesome. And he's like hell-bent on the threesome. And for some reason, he's always had this hard-on for Chrisean, whether she's bisexual or not. I think he just wants her to admit it so bad so he doesn't feel bad that he's the only one in the relationship with some homosexual tendencies, allegedly. But they're arguing over the fact that if she had this threesome or not. And he says, you make out with girls. And she says, I've never fucked a bitch. And he says, you don't have to fuck a bitch to have a threesome. All you have to do is get fucked at the same time with another bitch. So, is that a threesome? Would you consider that a threesome? So, if I'm laying in the bed getting banged, and there's another person beside me getting banged or whatever, that's a threesome. I thought all three people had to be involved, you know? Like, one person's getting, and I'm sorry if your kids are in the room, this is more grown folks talk, but y'all know it's Damien after dark, not Damien in the morning, not Damien at brunch, not Damien in the afternoon, after dark. So get your cheering out the room. I thought a threesome was like, say you got your legs open, you getting banged out, and then you sucking another one over here, or, you know, she eating some, you know, girl eating some coochie out while she getting banged from the back. Y'all know what I mean? I don't know. But Blueface thinks that all you have to do is get fucked at the same time with another bitch. And you're in a menage a trois. Let me know what y'all think about that one. Now, they continue with the questions on the lie detector test. And he asks, have you had sex with anyone else in 2023? She says no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Damn, Chrisean, I'm single and I ain't even had sex maybe I've had it once this year. But I'm single and I ain't even had a sex like that. And you in a whole relationship out here pregnant and you getting railed to the moon and back. Please teach me, sis. Show me the way. Show me the way. Show me. Show me the way. Let's go down some of these other questions, because if I keep elaborating on each one of these questions, we'll be here for an hour and a half. Have you ever had a threesome before? She says no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Have you ever had sex with any other rappers before? She says no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Who was the rappers, Chrisean? We want to know. Who you fucking, girl? Who was the rappers? Is there any chance that this could be somebody else's baby? She says no. The lie detector test determined she's telling the truth. The lie detector examiner also noted that this is her opinion. This does not mean that it's factual. It's her opinion that the baby is his. Because, I mean, based off all these other questions that she's failing for, if this lie detector test is accurate, and she been fucking like this lie detector test says, I'd be worried the child was mine too. Would you? Next question, have you ever ate pussy before? She says no. The lie detector test determined she was telling a lie. Chrisean, just be real, baby. Why do you feel like you gotta lie to this man about whether or not you've been doing Barbie scissor kicks in the Motel 6. If you like looking Tootsie Cat, just say it. Damn. Most men are turned on by a woman that's into another woman, right? Something about Blueface, though, I feel like is going to be mad or jealous if his woman is bisexual, because he probably is mad that she can be herself, but he can't. But that's the thing. Chrisean ain't being herself. I feel like she's in denial about her sexuality as well. Blue says, being on baddies, you've had to have eaten pussy before. I don't know. The way... Listen, them pictures of... them pictures of Scotty and Natalie that I saw on the internet, I wouldn't be surprised if she ain't ate pussy on baddies before either. And listen, if I can find that picture in my camera roll, because I got like over 6,000 photos in my camera roll, so I'll have to scroll. If I can find it, I'll put it up here for y'all, and I'll blur out the nipple and stuff, because it's a picture of Scotty sucking on Natalie's nipple, and Natalie's like, like in ecstasy over here. Chrisean says, that shit is nasty. Talking about eating pussy after he asked her if she ate pussy before, and then she failed a lie detector test. She's like, that's nasty. But my thing is, how is it nasty, Chrisean? How do you know? You wouldn't know it until you try it. Because from what I heard, it's good. From what I heard, the pussy be making them do crazy things. That's what I heard. I ain't never had none now. I ain't never had none. But my straight friends be swearing up and down, if I get a piece, it's going to change my life. But I just ain't down for it. Like, women are my friends. They're not my lovers. They're not my sexual partners. But Chrisean saying it's nasty. Baby girl, it's nasty, but you've been face first in it, allegedly. Because I'm like, Blue, all them girls on that baddie bus, y'all be doing some freaky lesbianic, let's be honest type of behavior. He asked her, are you a lesbian? She says no. The lie detector test determined she's telling the truth. He asked her, are you bi? She says no. The lie detector test determined she's telling the truth. Now, next question is, have you ever been eaten out by another girl? She says no. The lie detector test determined that she's telling a lie. So she's told the truth when she said, are you lesbian? Are you bi? She said no. She's telling the truth. So maybe, as I said earlier, if this test is accurate, maybe Chrisean isn't bisexual or gay. Maybe she's straight, but she just, when she gets drunk, she gets a little frisky. Like, and whoever got a tongue, you know, she'll open them wide. She don't care what you got between your legs. Have you ever had sex with two guys in the same day? She said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. And I ain't shaming you, girl. I ain't shaming you. I'm just saying, be real. Chrisean, just be real, baby, because you've been lying through that gap in your front tooth since you sat down. Blueface, or Chrisean says, I'm not gay. She says, I've never fucked a girl. And Blueface says he caught her with a girl before. I don't know. Like, if you like licking Tootsie Roll, just be real about it, babe. You know, you could say, I'm not lesbian, I'm not bi, but every now and then I like licking a Tootsie Roll. But if you like Tootsie Pop, you can like Tootsie Pop, you can like Tootsie Roll, you can like them both. We live in America, you can do whatever you want. Okay, Blue keeps asking about baddies. He says, when you were filming baddies, did you fuck any men? She says, no. The lie detector test determined she was telling a lie. And Blue says, hoeing on the road. You've been out there hoeing on the road. Okay, I'm going to go down through some of these other pictures so we can get through this real quick. Or not other pictures, other questions, because we only got 5 minutes left. Have you fucked anybody you've took pictures with? She said no. The lie detector test determined she was telling a lie. Have you fucked any rappers? that you've taken a picture with? She says no. The lie detector test determined she was telling the truth. When you went to Arizona, did you fuck? She says no. The lie detector test determined she was telling the truth. When you went to Baltimore, did you fuck? She says no. The lie detector test determined she was telling a lie. Have you ever seen a dick as big as mine? That's what Blueface asked her. She says no. The lie detector test determined she was telling the truth. He asked her, is this the best sex you've ever had? She says no. The lie detector test, or she says yes. The lie detector test determined she's telling the truth. Have you been having sex with anyone else while you're pregnant? The lie detector test determined an off-the-charts lie. Damn, Chrisean, we would be done after this. Like, we would be done. Blueface then, as they're leaving, he asks the lie detector guy, how do I get one of these in my house? So he wants to set one up in his house so he can, I guess, set her up with a test every day. I mean, if this is accurate, then Chrisean, you ought to be shamed. Y'all both ought to be shamed. Bringing a child into the world, both of y'all grown, got your world at your fingertips, and y'all out here fucking and cheating in this toxic ass relationship. And on the way home from the lie detector test, obviously Blueface was very mad. He was upset about what he had heard. And they're arguing about the test results. And he's saying that she's a liar, she cheats, and she steals. And all he does is just fuck bitches. And he doesn't lie, and he doesn't steal from people. I mean, it's the hypocrisy for me, and the toxicity for me. It's the hypocrisy for me. It's just, y'all need to grow the fuck up, for real. Like I said, you're bringing a baby into this world. Two immature clowns is what you both are. And then the way that Blueface was talking to her at the end, it was just nauseating. Did y'all peep that? It made me sick to my stomach. I'm like, girl, have some self-respect for yourself. You let this man speak to you this way. He says, quote, any bitch with me, I run the program. Any bitch with me is getting ran by me, period. You're under my programming. You're under my establishment. You fix yourself for me or get the fuck on. Who talks to their partner like this? It's controlling. It's abusive. It's emotionally abusive. And people don't realize that. When you're in a relationship, when you talk to someone like that, it's abuse. If you have a problem with your partner, you're supposed to talk it out with them. The moment you hurl insults at them, you call them names, you try to tear them down, it turns into a form of abuse. Okay? Just putting that out there. At one point, like, it was even, this part made me sick. At one point, he says that he would beat her the fuck up. And I'm like, Zeus, like, y'all had to air this? Y'all couldn't have edited that out? Y'all couldn't have stepped in and said, whoa, this is going too far? Like, are y'all trying to get domestic violence counselors involved? Are y'all trying to get these two help? Are y'all trying to get the, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, other than these fake ass stupid therapy sessions that y'all filmed on the show that we don't care about, their therapy does not need to be televised. Their therapy needs to be private. I mean, I can see why a lot of y'all can't watch this, because it can be triggering if you've been in these type of relationships before, to where your partner just dogs you out, you know? And then I'm watching them driving home in the car from the lie detector test, and the irony of them being in this Rolls Royce. Chrisean has got a purse in her lap full of cash money. I mean, you got the world at your fingertips, all the money that you want, all the access, the career that you want, but you're miserable. You're miserable. Like, I would rather be mediocre with enough money to pay my bills and happy than driving around in a Rolls Royce with a wad full of money, but miserable as fuck every day. Y'all, like, the moment Blueface and Chrisean finds happiness will be the moment they decide to split from one another and co-parent effectively with their child. Blueface says that Chrisean made him lose about 10 contracts because she doesn't know how to control herself. He says that he came to her, he says that Chrisean came to him with nothing, and she's going to leave with him. She's going to leave with nothing. when he's done with her. And his insecurities start to come out big time when he says that she didn't make him. He made her. He did reality TV only to better her career. He says that Natalie and Lemmy from Zeus, Natalie Nunn and Lemmy, the guy who runs Zeus, have been watching him and was watching him on Blue Girls Club, which is that show he had on OnlyFans where he was emulating the Bad Girls Club, but they were fighting for his love. So he says that Natalie and the CEO of Zeus have been watching him on his OnlyFans for years, and they wanted him. They didn't want Chrisean. They wanted nothing to do with her. But I beg to differ. Like, there may be some truth to that, but I think they really needed each other if we think about it. I've said this before. Nobody was listening to Blueface until he got with Chrisean and until their careers intertwined with Zeus and they had all this shit going on. I don't care what he says. Blueface may have had money. Blueface may have been writing for other artists. He may have been successful in that sector, but nobody was checking for you on a stage. Nobody was buying tickets to a show. Nobody was streaming that music. Tatiana was years ago. We wouldn't bump in that, but I do know one thing. When you and Chrisean stepped on the scene together with that toxic-ass relationship, that's when people tuned in because it was relatable for them because they have been there. But now we're sick of it and we're tuning out because it's just been a cycle of the non-stop, crazy, same exact shit that we don't want to see anymore. And it's like, y'all need to just separate now. Let it go. And, you know, and just be real. Y'all needed each other for, like, Chrisean wouldn't be famous had she not met Blueface. Blueface, his career would have not catapulted had he not met Chrisean, and had they not had this Bonnie and Clyde, Whitney and Bobby-esque relationship. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people followed it in the media because it was this crazy pop culture love story that was Bonnie and Clyde, Whitney and Bobby-esque. Now, only the ones 25 years older and up probably know what I mean. If you're younger than that, you probably don't know who Bonnie and Clyde or Whitney and Bobby are. Towards the end, Chrisean keeps saying, we're destined for this shit. When you're destined for this shit, babe, when you're destined for this type of shit, when you're destined for this, and he says, what the fuck are you, Destiny's Child? Listen, that was the end of the episode, though. It was a toxic one. I feel like I need to smoke a joint after that episode. Like, it brings flashbacks back to my crazy relationships that I was in the past. But I want to hear from you on what you thought about this episode, so make sure you join the conversation below and leave your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think about this episode? What did you think about the way Blueface was talking to Chrisean? And how do you feel about her failing all these lie detector test questions? Do you think the lie detector test was accurate? And do you think Chrisean has been cheating on Blueface as much as this lie detector said so? I want to hear from you, so make sure you join the conversation below. Also, get subscribed and turn on your post notifications so you never miss a beat. Anytime I post a video, you will be notified straight to your phone. Last but not least, support the channel by clicking the thumbs up button and liking this video. You can also support by donating. There will be in the description box below multiple ways for you to donate, from Cash App to PayPal to Zelle and to Venmo. All that and more. I appreciate you guys, those who donate, those who like the video, those who comment. All of that never goes unnoticed. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And make sure you check out my Jocelyn's Cabaret after show, as well as my vlog that I did from Beyonce's Renaissance tour in Atlanta. All that and more right here on the Damien After Dark channel. We'll see you next time on Damien After Dark. See ya.